In a major relief for actor Vijay and the makers of Jana Nayagan, the Madras High Court has directed the Central Board of Film Certification, the CBFC, to immediately grant a UA certificate to the film. The court came down heavily on the Censor board, calling its action without jurisdiction and warning that entertaining such complaints could lead to a dangerous trend. So what exactly happened? Why was the film delayed on release day? And what did the court say? Here's a detailed special report. Jana Nayagan starring Vijay was all set to hit theatres today. This is January 9th. But just days before release, the film certification was suddenly put on hold, forcing the makers to postpone the release. The reason? A last-minute complaint alleging that the film hurt religious sentiments. This complaint triggered a fresh review by the CBFC even after the film had already been cleared. The film is produced by KVN Production, presented by Venkat K. Narayan. They told the court that on December 22nd, the CBFC's regional office informed them the examining committee has recommended a UA certificate, subject to certain exceptions and modification. The producers compiled fully. On December 29, the regional office officially informed them that the film would be granted a UA certificate. But then came a sudden twist. On January 5th, the producers received an email stating that the CBFC chairperson has decided to refer the film to a revising committee under Rule 24 of the Cinematography Certification Rules. This decision was based on a complaint allegedly made by one member of the examining committee, claiming this objection were ignored. KVN Production moved the Madras High Court, arguing that reopening a certificate already granted was against the law. Justice P.T. Asha, while delivering the verdict on Friday, made the court's position very clear. After examining all materials, the court said, and I quote, and this is crucial, it is crystal clear that the complaint's grievance appears to be an afterthought. The court warned that allowing such complaints after certification would create a dangerous precedent where films could be endlessly stalled. The High Court ruled that once the examining committee's modifications were carried out, the certificate must automatically follow. Justice Asha held that the CBFC chairperson had no jurisdiction to send the film for reviewing again. The court observed that the chairperson's power stood exhausted once the UA certificate was communicated. A committee member cannot turn into a complainant. A majority decision of the examining committee cannot be overturned by one dissenting voice. The High Court set aside the CBFC chairperson's letter referring the film to the revising committee. The petition was allowed and the CBFC was directed to issue a UA certificate forthwith. Immediately. The case was argued by senior advocate Satish Parasaran for the producers and additional Solicitor General A.R.L. Sudarshanan for the CBFC. This verdict is being seen as a strong message, not just for Jana Nayagan, but for the film certification process itself. The court has made it clear, once a film clears the legal process, last-minute objections cannot derail creative freedom. For Vijay's fan, this is a green signal. For filmmakers, a landmark ruling. We'll keep tracking updates on the film's revised release. This is Varsha Venugopal from KATV India. Thanks for watching.